Uh, hey, it's Poisson Variants, your vtuber method gamer and AdSense enjoyer. And I hope everybody is having the time of their life and has never felt this way before. But I swear this is true. And also swear that this is good tea. I also swear in general. Oh, doohickey. Oh, fiddlesticks. Oh, fiddlehickey. Oh, do sticks. Wait, did I already say that one? Or did I say fiddlesticks? I'm losing track of my own rambling. I don't know. I don't... I'm out of it. I am... God, I was so drained yesterday. And I'm so drained today. I don't know why. I was really drained Monday. I've just been exhausted. Which sucks. Because exhaustion is not fun. Or so I've been told. Or so I've felt. 1 hour of Resident Evil Outbreak facts. Wow. I'm trying to find a different song. Just vibe to, because I'm sick of this one. I could always play the SimCity 3000 remix. I feel like I was... Actually, know if I had literally anything to talk about, say, today. All I know is that I was gonna play the cat game. I was planning to play the cat game. And I feel like I'm about to fall asleep standing up. No, it's like, I think I just need sugar. I think my body needs sugar. Sugar is nice. And it's funny. I used to not like spicy I used to love spicy stuff exclusively. Or not exclusively. A great deal. But in recent years, like the recent year, actually, like the past year, I haven't wanted anything spicy. And I've started just really liking sweet stuff. So now I've just, that's all I'm thinking about. I guess I've had Tauntaun ramen, which is technically spicy, but it's not spicy. Like, I have a high enough spice tolerance where what some label as spicy is not actually spicy at all. But teach down. But I'm not someone to... I don't get people who, like, judge someone else if they don't like spicy stuff. Like, you can't handle the spice tolerance. Yeah, so... That's coming from someone who used to love spicy stuff, and is now just okay on spicy stuff. I've started... Have you know mayo is very spicy? Alright, so... Alright. I have a good idea of Jay's spice tolerance. Literally non-existent. I don't know. There are people who think like, oh, you know, who will taste like ketchup and be like, that's got a bit of a kick. I think salt is the peak of seasoning. I don't know. Well, okay. So, I say I don't judge on spiciness takes, but a few weeks ago, my brother's girlfriend was over, and we had this like homemade mac and cheese, and the only spiciness was like some pepper jack, and she was like, oh, it's kind of spicy. Like, pepper jack is spicy to you? And it wasn't even that much pepper jack, too. Am I watching videos, too? I mean, I'm playing the Sims soundtrack in the back. I could turn it into a React stream. Nothing on my timeline is worth reacting to, though. That's the thing. My Twitter is non-existent because I don't go on it. I post on it daily, and that's it. I don't actually, like, interact or like anything. Salt isn't the craziest seasoning, but it is the undisputed king. I mean, not entirely wrong. Like, true. You do want a bunch of... Oh, that reminds me. Today I was supposed to cook up some ground beef and, like, make myself a burger is what I was gonna do. But then... And that, I always like putting a bunch of salt, like a bunch of pepper. I love peppery. Oh, like peppery steak, I absolutely love. I love extra peppering up my steak. Yes, yes, please react, please. Oh, you're gonna get on to Jack's films? What would I even react to? I have nothing interesting to react to. Like... Yeah, there's nothing on my timeline worth reacting to. I can watch Maxor videos with you guys that I've already seen. Or HoloLive clips. Because that's what a lot of my timeline is. By timeline, I just mean... YouTube. That's the only timeline I have. Jesus, that is a sussy thumbnail. An origami hand cam stream? I can't do origami. I don't have any origami paper either. Bum, 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 yeah, this is what you guys will get for a minute. Here, I'll give you guys this as this is content. If I can set it up. Interesting. Never mind. That doesn't exist. Hold on a minute. I gotta watch like Daily Dose of Internet, I guess. That's technically something. Where is it? Why is it not? I don't even know who that is. Go Marble Bluesy. Who? Joe Arto. That man has a very large forehead. Why is this not working? Scarred. Oh, cool. There you go. You guys get to see. This is the most content you get. A Hatsune Miku shirt. There you go. That's ta-da! It's over there for that. And some tea. Alright, turning that off. I don't know, there's nothing appealing to me about like, gym dudes. And he looks like a gym dude from the 2 pictures I saw of him. I don't know. I have no idea what he does, what content he makes. I have a friend who won't stop thirsting over gym dudes and then complains when the gym dudes are shallow. But they're like all, like, he tries hooking up with them, or like he does hook up with them, or wants to hook up with them, I don't know. But the, like, all they do is post like workout selfies and like pictures of their abs, and then he is like, man, and then tries to hook up with them, and then he's upset when they're have no personality. Like, yeah, because they just love to look at themselves. Not that saying everyone who goes to a gym is like that. That's on the contrary. Every time I've gone to the gym, everyone's been really chill. But still. What was his name again? Joe Bertolotti. I'm sure some gym dudes just like working out. Yeah, they totally do. And honestly, they're like, that community's really friendly. But also just not my cuppa. Not my cuppa. Like, yeah, like I was vibing with them in the sense that we were getting along, but it's not like, oh, it's not like a group I would ever actively be a part of. That's the thing. Alright. Does this still exist? Alright. This is what we're gonna do now. We're gonna sink to the lowest of the low. Let's see. Turn on that.
Hello everyone, this is...
There we go. This is...
your daily...
Why isn't it appearing? Hello? Hello? Oh. Don't know. You guys seeing that? There you go.
dose of internet. This guy went on a date with a girl, but then she never talked to him again. But a few weeks later, they ended up sitting right next to each other on a 10-hour flight to Germany.
The craziest story of the day. Imagine a girl you went on a date with on your flight to Germany happens to be sitting right next to you after she's ghosted you. And then for 10 hours. But I'm trying to explain to her how the universe brought us back together.
It's kind of fat. He's...
I hate that. I hate flights in general. I don't talk to people when I'm on flights next to them. Can you imagine being stuck next to a person that... I don't know. I hate whenever someone's like, the universe brought us back together. I'm not an advocate of fate or even fate stay night. But I am an advocate of I have the bone of my sword speech, so.
fat. He's fed real good.
And then you got donkey over here.
Traffic was so crazy that they
Oof.
couldn't move, so they thought of a big brain move.
Oh, that's smart. Oh my god, that's genius.
Get off the
That's
trash can, you're not hitting my
genius.
tree.
Here's the moment that this baby can see clearly for the very first time.
I don't care about babies.
Hi? Hi? Hello.
This squirrel found a really smart way to cool off his nuts.
Just chilling.
This is what it looks like when a pregnant woman laughs during an ultrasound.
Oh my... What?
This is what it looks like when a pregnant woman laughs during an ultrasound.
Oh my god, that's terrifying. Why is it playing like techno music? What's gonna happen? I don't think this is that funny.
They were singing the national anthem, and one of the flag
She
holders got
dribbles the
stuck on top of
baby.
the flag.
How does that happen?
Damn.
These guys saw these two pillows fighting on a balcony.
No, here it is. You gotta get down. 5 more minutes of fight. No! No!
Here's a cool video showing how the police are using grappler devices to stop cars.
That's kind of cool, actually. But I feel like it could go horribly wrong.
I guess this is what happens when a mascot
Could you just counter that? Could you be like, I'm taking the cop out with me if you just like spun the wheel? Like fighting, yeah, sure, buddy. Like if the car is hooked back onto you and you like, if they are, I assume maybe they're like lightly pressing on the brakes so that like starts to skid, but if you just spun the wheel, could that flip both cars potentially if you're going fast enough? Not that I would ever be in that situation, but if I were, like, how fast does it slow down? It's hard to see. Or what you do is if you slam the brakes, basically like you drift. If you know how to drift, if you drift and then just speed in the opposite direction, can you flip their car? Again, no
I guess
no
this is
reason.
what happens when a mascot loses their head. This guy came home and saw that his shed was missing and looked at the security cameras to figure out why.
One of those days.
She went to go pick up her dad at the airport,
one of those days.
but he didn't recognize her.
Oh, sir, do you need an Uber?
No.
Oh, okay. By the way, happy birthday.
Okay. Oh!
So this is how an automatic tomato harvester works.
It's got the 6th tomato sense.
She
Get out of the
somehow
cop
found a really angry
and
little
tell him
bird.
you're charging a ticket for going
Hey, you feel like
135 on a
something's watching
25 road. Genius.
This is what I look over and see.
I'm really not sure if this is funny or evil.
I'm just waiting for the horror movie twist when they literally bust through the windshield. Like the movie The Birds? Is that what it's called? There's a movie about birds. And it might be called The Birds. Can't tag people. So yeah, that.
This could have been way worse than it actually was.
Seagulls surf it. Seagulls are chill.
They made a little door for their
No,
cat,
not
and he
Birdemic.
hates it so much that he made his own door. The referee told
Speaking of cats, so I just got a new mattress, and it has to take like 48 to 72 hours to decompress, which I didn't know was a thing mattresses did. So I can't sleep on it tonight. I just got it today. So I'm just gonna sleep on my floor. I don't really care. But when I was breaking down the box it came in, I like broke it down, flattened it out, and then I was like, this actually looks kind of comfy. And then I just walked in a circle a few times on it, and then just like curled up and lied down on it. Like, I went full cat. I was like, this looks comfy. And then I just on it for a minute. I was like, it was comfy. Cardboard is comfy. I could unironically sleep in a cardboard box. Slept in chairs. I've slept on floors. I've slept on different floors. Hardwood floors. Carpeted floors. Have I ever fallen asleep outside? I should actually know if I have. I don't know if I've ever fallen asleep in the rain. I've fallen asleep while eating breakfast before. I was drinking coffee. I was on my phone. I was listening to music, and I was really, really tired. Because this was when my insomnia was really bad. I was drinking the coffee, and then I like had my phone on the table, and I was like watching YouTube or something, and I just closed my eyes, and then when I opened my eye, I was woken up by my head hitting the ground, because and then just fell out of the chair, boom, right into the floor. I was fine, probably. I think my damaged brain to the is pretty minimal, but I'll survive.
Told them to fight, but forgot to get out of the way.
Oh!
They were trying out their new toy plane that they just got.
Did it work?
This guy realized that he was swimming in the wrong...
What was the purpose of that machine? Slice the bread, sure, but... Oh, wow. I, too, can inconsistently slice bread. Yeah.
That he was swimming in the wrong pond.
Yeah, the bonus points are hitting the right target, the rep.
Don't try it.
I wouldn't fight a bird.
Дивіться просто.
That cat's name...
No! Michael!
Just Michael? I feel weird whenever someone names a pet just like a regular name. I'm pretty sure CM Punk's dog was named Larry. Funny enough, CM Punk's dog was named Larry, and then he had a friend named Ace. So the person had the dog name, and the dog had the person's name.
Дивіться просто.
These guys found a secret entrance to get into the river.
Cats are allowed to have people's names, but dogs aren't. Why? I feel like an animal ever with a person's name feels weird. I feel like it's more reasonable to be like, Sir Fuzzington, what are you doing? Versus be like, Stephen? Stephen, go to your litter box, Stephen. Stephen, would you like to play with a ball of yarn? Stephen, who wants some head scratches, Stephen? Like, doesn't that feel weird? I think it feels weird. I don't trust it. Yeah, that one got me. Y'all are bad at this. It's ice. I was right. I was about to say, does she have a wig? Yeah. Che Wing, that was the funniest bit I've ever heard. You're right. Good joke, Jay. I can't do theme parks. I cannot do theme parks. Like, I have no interest in the roller coaster, thrill ride, etc. Why do I want to be yeeted around at extreme speeds? It does nothing for me. It gives me no joy, no satisfaction. Like, in theory, I get the adrenaline behind it, but I want sugar. If I had this same conversation, well, with a sufficient amount of sugar, I wonder what it would be like. But well, that's not the case now, is it?
Oh my God! Yes, don't slow down, bro. Slow down. Don't go fast. Don't go fast, Jim. Jim, stop going.
Idea: go into a hall of mirrors with just a thing of sticky notes and just put a sticky note on every single mirror. Boom! You've ruined the experience for everyone else, or make it easy for everyone else. Whichever they interpret it as.
Why is this my first time ever seeing a crab swim?
I didn't know crabs could swim. I thought they just crawled.
This cat got caught in the act. For some reason, a city in Australia put a palm tree on a light pole.
Huh. Aww. It's cute.
Imagine getting ding-dong ditched by a woodpecker. They couldn't figure out what happened to their package until they saw the security footage.
My God, it's over the hedge.
This poor guy has a negative reaction time. I was recently in Seattle and I recorded I was recently in Seattle, and I recorded some really cool video footage while I was out hiking on a mountain. Also, I
I'm trying to pinpoint
am
where
sick
this
right
is.
now, so that's why I sound a little off in this episode. But anyways, hopefully...
That's cool. Because just like non-zero chance that I've been to those locations is cool.
off in this episode. But anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys again very, very soon. Later.
Yeah. All right, that was Daily Dose of Internet. And it's to stretch an 8-minute video out to like 13 minutes. That's the trick, right? The next play is to just go and watch someone else's stream though, right? That's the next thing I should do. Is that how the big time content creators do it? You just save time creating content by literally letting other people create content, and then you exist in relation to that content, which obviously means it's your content. Years ago, didn't someone try to copyright reaction videos? That's crazy. Imagine doing that. I don't know. It's such a broad concept. The concept of reacting to something is like an innate human thing, so if someone happens to catch it on footage, you owe this person money because you happen to... Isn't technically any sort of thing you do for the first time a form of react content? They're literally called the React Bros. Oof. Screw this, I'm going to Twitch. Exactly. If you chat on both platforms, you'll get to be on both sides of me. Funny. I am sandwiched by a chat and a potential chat. The potential chat I shall refer to as, I guess, Schrodinger's Twitch chat. Does it exist? We don't know. You can't send him a mess. What is happening? I don't know why you're like getting locked out of certain chats, Jay. Like, I don't think YouTube inherently has any spam protect. So, maybe it does. You're definitely not on Twitch for nefarious reasons. Oh wait, I should wait to react until that pops up. Alright, now let's see when it pops up. Any second now. It's coming. Right there. Right there. Any second. Just wait a minute. Okay, it's not popping up. Why is it popping up? Why isn't it popping up? Refresh. Test. So it pops up for me, it does not pop up for Jay. That's so funny. It just... You just don't get to exist. You just don't get to exist. It instantly popped up for me, and you just don't exist. Awesome. Awesome. What? The messages caught by channel block terms. It's so funny. My Twitch chat just doesn't get to exist. Or just Jay specifically doesn't get to exist in Twitch chat. Cool. It's convinced you're a bot. You're not even the viewer who we think is AI. That's Shane. We're convinced Shane is an AI language model. But instead, it's gonna block you out, Jay. Who knows why? I sure don't. But it's fitting. It's very fitting that it just wouldn't work. Because of course, why would it? You're not a bot, you're a large language model. There's a difference. I am an LLM. Thank you very much. The Karen of language models. Seriously, why is this not working? How's the Twitch latency, by the way? Is it passable? That's all I need. I just need mildly passable. The latency is so quick on Twitch. Ooh. If only I could get the actual chat to work. That's the thing about Twitch that's really annoying, though, is that it's really hard to get actually just respond to your posts within the minute. I see. Ugh. Yeah, maybe that's the trick. You can truly one guy me now. Assuming that you show up in chat. Why doesn't it work? Ooh. It's really funny that you just don't get to exist. Let's see. I can mess with my settings. I don't know what that means. Oh no, 3 seconds. Auto mod and message filtering. Yeah, there's no reason why your chat shouldn't be showing up. But of course they won't. I can try shifting over to here again. Let's try moving to this one. Maybe they'll show up. I can't believe you weren't following me. Or maybe you did follow me and then unfollowed me and then refollowed me. Let's see. So WiseBot exists. And it's not like I have it set to follow only chat, so like that shouldn't even be a problem. Oh, you started watching after I left Twitch. Okay, that makes sense. You type that and it still doesn't show up. Yeah, you don't. As far as Twitch chat is concerned, or as far as my what is it called? My like stream elements thing. You just don't exist. Sorry, Jay, you were never real. Fine, it happens to the best of us. Every so often we just think we exist, and then we don't exist, and that's kind of the entirety of the joke. Oh yeah, you're just not gonna get to pop up. Which switches your emoticons to emotes. Oh no. Oh no. Really the inferior platform? I agree. I absolutely agree. I wonder if I can... Excuse me. can't really change the settings easy from there. Because I think I have an increased delay on YouTube, but not a crazy increased delay. Is this Jay in the room with us right now? Trying to react to a Spirit. A Spirit Airlines air thing. Can't believe I can't sleep on my freaking mattress for 3 days. 3 days of no mattress. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. It's fine. It's fine. I'll live. I'll live. I'll survive. I won't survive, but I'll say I'll survive. Hey guys! Today I'm reacting to a summoning of a spirit from beyond the pale. His name is Jay. I open up my stream thing and it just says unstable in all caps. Cool, cool. Wow, you sound just like me. Yeah, I'm actually getting all of the things I say out loud from a voice in my head. Really a voice in my chat, but shh. My next video, I got all the stuff done for that. That's a lie. That's not even remotely true. Why did I say that? That's not even true, close to true at all. I don't have it all done. What I meant to say was I got the... I wrote it down. I guess I have like a process whenever I do a video. Insane fact, that'll I know. So I'll write like out the notes of what I want to talk about. The theory behind the thing, how I would solve an example of the thing. Generally is my go-to. Then I write that on my iPad. Like footnotes about what I want to say. And then from there, I go ahead and generally kind of wing it on the script. Do a few reads of what I want to say. And then do editing. I've done the first part. I've written out the stuff on my iPad. And I was gonna do the recording today, and then I ended up taking apart my old bed. And I still had time, and I was just, ugh, I don't know what's up with me. I'm sugar deficient right now. That's what's up with me. I'm gonna hold to that. Hold to that statement. I'm going to hold firm to the statement that I am sugar deficient right now. Just so I can justify to myself drinking a tasty beverage. That I have wrestling in a bit over an hour. And so if I can drink tasty beverage while I watch wrestling, I will be content. Hey, there you go. You exist. And your name changed to blue now. You exist. Oh my god. Wise Jander once told you that oranges are God's caffeine. Do I have any more? Like, I have tea, so I do have caffeine. Right, so I want to hear. Really funny that Twitch chat disappears after a bit. He has weak sauce caffeine though, that's true. But I really like this tea. I drink unsweetened green tea. I was once on like a road trip kind of thing, and I stopped at a convenience store. And no matter how I looked, and it was a big convenience store too, because it was like in the middle of nowhere. And so I go and I'm like searching, I'm trying to find I was trying to find unsweetened green tea, and all they had was sweet green tea. And I don't like sweet green tea, I like unsweetened green tea. Like, even matcha drinks from, like, Starbucks and stuff, I don't really mess with. They're okay, but meh. Meh. Although I'm happy that pumpkin spice is back now. Because pumpkin spice kind of slays. I had one the other day, and I was content with it. I need to... There's like a pumpkin chai latte that you can get. It's really good. I try not to go to Starbucks, because I don't like corporate. But someone else was buying it for me, and they're like, hey, do you want a coffee? I'm going to Starbucks. And I was like... Was it when you had the palette of grazing livestock? Yeah. Listen. 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 As much as I've been talking about how much I want sugar this stream, sometimes you don't want sugar. Sometimes you don't want sweet. But right now I want sweet. But that's not relevant to this statement. Wow, this music's louder than I realized. But that's not relevant, yeah, to this. Why am I looking up? Oh, it's because my head's tilted down. There we go. Feels like I'm drunk because I was like, why is my head? And then it's like my head's tilted down, and then I literally like pushed my forehead back up. I don't know why. Healthy behaviors, I'll say. And a brain that works. You're crashing out. Cheese? Why? What did you do? Was it in Minecraft? Did you do something crazy in Minecraft? Did you get... Did you kill the nether... What's it called? What's the thing in the nether? It's like skeleton heads. It has skeleton heads. It like has a boss health bar. I don't know. Whatever it's called. How do you even get that thing to spawn? I've never done it. The Wither. He's not the nether. You can summon him anywhere. Okay. Yeah, the Wither. Everywhere. It's crazy. I've never fought him. I've killed the Ender Dragon before. But never the Wither. Bad crash out? Oh, what happened? Bad crash outs are no fun. That's funny actually. That I was like, yeah, no, we have to differentiate between good and bad crash out. Do I high five you, or do I give you my sympathies? The constant conundrum of texting. Non-vocalized, non-texting, likes the verbal. The Ender Dragon's just a poor single mother who enslaved an entire dimension. That's true. Isn't even enslaved. The Endermen just seem to be vibing. They don't seem to be attacking anything. They're just like... like some bad video game character. Bad online communities. Oh, gross. I get that, Crash Out. There have been a number of times when I'm like a part of game communities or online communities where people bottle things up, do not communicate. The irony in that is not lost on me. But don't communicate anything and then lash out with you at people, and they're like, you didn't want to play a game with me 3 times. And and I never said anything. And, and you're a dick. I mean, you're a jerk. So annoying. Now, that's not a thing that's exclusive to online communities. It's just I find that online communities are the place to tap it more, because I interact with those more than, you know, real life. I've had that happen multiple times though, where people will just like build up a massive amount of anger and like deep-seated hatred, and then just like don't say anything. And yeah, but like you can just talk to people. If you talk to people, you can actually friggin' solve problems. It's because people play the game so much it's bad. What game? Is it Fortnite? Roblox? I don't know. Is it Overwatch? Because that one was always not great. I have a ridiculous amount of hours in Overwatch, and I don't know why. It's like every year I'll re-download it for like a month. People are being toxic in Minecraft? What? What? That's crazy. The silly block game. It totally is. Where is it? Where is it? Hold on a minute. No. We're gonna switch back to this because I think this needs to
Let's go to a place where everything is made of blocks.
look how happy
Where
this
the
is.
only limit is your imagination. Let's go wherever you want to go. Climb the tallest mountains. Venture down to the darkest caves. Build anything you want. Day or night, rain or shine. Because this is the most significant sandbox you'll ever set foot in. Build a majestic castle. Invent a new machine. Or take a ride on a roller coaster. Play with friends. Build your own little community. Protect yourself with the strongest armor that you can craft. And fight off the dangers of the night. No one can tell you what you can or cannot do. With no rules to follow. This adventure, it's up to you.
Yeah, like the happy little game. People are gonna get upset over that. That's crazy. Imagine getting mad. The old gravel texture. I noticed that too. Grain's so smooth you could play curling on it. I don't know. Anyone who's willing to get like mad at other people for a game in general, I don't get. Even people who like play competitive games. Imagine losing your mind at someone because they did a suboptimal play in Counter-Strike. Imagine losing your mind because someone stole your kill in League of Legends. As someone who plays video games, I think that video games, by and large, don't affect life. And the thing is, and you're not even playing professionally, that's the thing. If you're playing professionally, your chances are you're probably not going to be losing your mind at other people. I'd hope. I'd hope. I'd hope you'd be treating it like a job. It's like, at the end of the day, I don't know. There's the whole idea of sports as a career has its own ups and downs. Like takeaways between your own Community got so toxic. Oh my god. Like, you have to essentially sell yourself. I don't know. Weird. Like, teams own players and stuff. I don't know. Not my cuppa. I'm not a sports person. Community got so toxic, you're re-downloading, or you're downloading Starfield. Ew. I've never played Starfield, but it's so visually unappealing. It's so gray and sad and empty feeling that I really don't want to. The entire game looks like it's been put through just like a huge washout filter. Makes me just want to never play it. And luckily, I don't have to worry about that because I never got it. And no one in my Steam family share ever got it. Wow, white spot. You're like 90% of the appeal of space operas is that they can look sick as heck. That's true. Yeah, exactly. Like, the aesthetic. Like... I mean, think about games in general. And movies and stuff. A lot of, like, if you break stuff down to its core content, like core components, things can be very, very similar. You know, I can have 8 different games that all play like Dark Souls, but I might buy all of them because they all have different settings and they all have different veneers that make things feel different. 17k polygons on a sandwich. The prop sandwich. Yeah, that's great. So many polygons on a sandwich. Now that sandwich sits in a gray, depressing space world. Spaceship. Bare minimum, otherwise your computer won't warm up your Siberian hut. Just get a PS4. Get a PS4 and play any game, and you'll have just an active plane engine running inside your room. It's genius. It'll just take off. Just fly away. Right in front of you. It'll be so nice. It'll keep you warm in the winter. Also, Jay, I appreciate you running dual chats right now. There's a playlist on my YouTube just called Video Game OSTs that embody unemployment. Oh, that actually reminds me. Man's gotta do. Embarrassingly long pause. Give it a second. What a man's gotta do. I gotta log back at my work thing because I think so I got my new schedule and then I think my schedule got changed again. I don't know why my boss is doing this. Okay. That's the same. That's the same. That's the same. That's the same. I'll publish it. That's still that. That's still that. That's still that. That's still that. The wacky schedule. Mine's fine, but weird. Oh my god, I just realized that I have an hour break during that. Oh, because I'm working that time, I require a mandatory lunch break. Well, I guess that's good. What money is that? Hold on a minute, I have to figure out how much money I'll be earning. Check. Another raise. Oof. Could be worse. One of the financials dropping? Never. I'm not sharing that info. not sharing that info. But hey, if I stream consistently enough on Twitch to enough viewers, then I can make 3 cents a year from advertisements. That's the dream. Won't share financial info. Clearly, I hate the working class. What do you think I am? I mean, Biscuit, what do you think I am? This is actually, I'm glad I did a just chatting instead of Stray, because I find that when I'm parasocializing more, it helps me wake up instead of just like trying to talk while like staring at a game. I'm just gonna like. Also, I don't know if anyone uses the term parasocializing, but I'm going to. I'm gonna keep doing that. Not the next video, but someone give me a topic for what my next video should be. I already know what my literal next math video is gonna be. What should my following video be? Real trendsetter? Thank you. I try my worst. Hikado's doing stuff on... They're like doing circuits and engineering and stuff in the classes they just started. I haven't actually made a video on the Poisson equation, but I want to wait until like a milestone to do that. I could do that on like my year anniversary. Solving a system of 3 linear equations using matrices and row reduction? That's not a bad idea. In fact, one would say that's actually a very good idea. Write that down. I like that idea. That's easy. It's hard too, because I have to find a... I'm probably gonna start splitting up my math talk videos between... Oh, lucky I only shoot blanks. I'm gonna start splitting it between more advanced mathematics and like more introductory mathematics, because I have some more complex concepts in my math talk videos, and then I have stuff that is kind of more fitting for people who have like some math understanding but not a crazy amount. So like, go to my playlists, look at my videos. So like, that's numbers and sets, quotient rules, trig identities, but then like texture of images, great, like GLCMs, that's more advanced. Oh, that went to the wrong... Really funny, that went to math talk, that should have gone to just chatting. I accidentally had a stream in my math talk video playlist. Because I really do like the more advanced stuff too, but I know that stuff is also less accessible to a lot of people, so... Alright. Solve, and if I have... So the nice thing, also I really appreciate you giving me those ideas, because... about the 3 linear equations, because if I have a like lineup of like my next thing I'll do and then the thing I'll do after that, it's more motivation for me to finish the thing I'm currently on, because then I can knock out my to-do list. All right, solve system of 3 linear equations with matrices and row reduction. I need motivation. Someone's not automata maxing. Someone's not Virgil maxing. I don't have enough white monster. I need more white monster, and then I can truly be motivated. I'm motivated. I haven't played DMC5 in a while. I don't have it downloaded right now. I never actually beat DMC4, funny enough. I beat all the others. That's not true. I didn't beat the remake, because screw that. Different characters at that point. But... big stretch. As a white monster myself, please stop drinking my cousins. I was gonna say something and then I stopped myself. Good job, me, again. At some point I'm gonna have to go through just like all my stuff over the past year and just make a compilation of every time I stop myself from saying something. Just a compilation of just me going, I was gonna say something, then I stopped myself. I was gonna say something, then I stopped myself. Oh, we're actually coming up. We're a month and a half about since I posted my first ever video. That's crazy. That is crazy. Good job, me. October 30th, 2024 is when I posted my first ever video. As Poisson. Technically, I posted videos before that, but no one knows that. Nobody knows that. What was technically the first video I ever made? Can't wait for the fall off. The first ever video is a Final Fantasy XIV video from 2021 that was unlisted because I sent it. Oh my god. Alright. Context. So... we had a in our free company, we had a friend that was named Mason, like that was his in-game name, and we ended up promoting him to an FC officer. And Poisson homophobic. We promoted him to an FC officer. And so I made this video to tell him that he was promoted, and then I sent it to him at 3 in the morning, and he ended up waking up the next morning and watched it. Was like, and he was so confused. So here you go. Here's my first ever creation.
Little Final Fantasy. Let's see how the free company's doing. We got here. Sash, what a good little boy. I don't want to get in your hearts, babes, again. Oh, Mason. I fucking hate that guy. Yeah.
Discharge would be to kick him out of the free company. If you don't know. Mild NSFW for the song coming up, by the way.
Promotion? Promotion? Wait, did I just promote him? Oh,
So anyways, yeah, I sent him to that. I finished editing that at like 3 in the morning and then sent that to him so he would wake up to it. In order to promote him as an FC officer. But now, I actually got invited to it, like, it was, we were close. We got, invited to like his wedding and whatnot. Unfortunately, it was right after the end of the world. Before the end of the world? No, it was right. It was right after the end of the world. And your infant son is watching. Or bad parent then. It's your responsibility, not mine. Fine, I hate children. But we were gonna go to his wedding, all of us, but then it was the end of the, so it was just post the end of the world, and it was around a holiday, and so the flight there would have been, and he was literally across the country, and so the flight there would have been crazy expensive, and it was just not doable, which is sad. So we haven't played together in a number of years. Sadly. A number of years. He came back for Dawn Trail a bit. Like a year. I haven't played with him in like a year. But he got married. He had a kid. And so... yeah. Unfortunately, wasn't able to... thought I meant in-game modding. Nah. We was tight. I know what his face looks like. He gave me, like, advice about college and stuff. He was the only one in our raid group in 14. I once made a joke about vectors that he, like, and nobody reaction, that he was just like, I get that. Because he has a PhD. And I'm like, yay, someone acknowledged my bad math joke. Other time I made a joke about programming language, and he was like, I'm like, okay. You know what my VTuber model looks like? Wait, has my VTube studio been on this whole time? Phew, safe. I'm safe now. Let's go. I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm alive. No, but my channel has grown. I'm very happy that my channel has grown as much as it's way more than I ever thought it would. Makes me very happy. I'm getting closer and closer to the technical monetization goal. Just 124 more subs and 2,299 more hours watched. And then I can make money. No, and then I can, and then I... More than anything, I just do it because I enjoy doing it. It makes me happy to have parasocial relationships. I promise, I'm definitely not in it just for the possible financial gain. But like, don't question me on that. Hi, Baron. Baron. How have you been today? I hope you've been doing good. Oh my god, I'm reading the punishment wheel that I made for the Dark Souls 3 stream on Friday. I am not looking forward to this. God, I'm not looking forward to this one. Huh? What? What happened? I hope this is in Minecraft. Please say it's in Minecraft. Please say that conversation's in Minecraft. Set up so you can see both chats. Talking about every Bonnie in FNAF. Hold on, Jay. Hold on, Jay. Talking about every Bonnie in FNAF? That's crazy. I need to look up this video right away. It's a banger video you've watched at least 10 times. Once you have the information, you watch it again. I'd say that, but I've seen Maxor videos 100 times, and it's literally just so I can watch the montages over and learn how he does them. They're so fun. That's why you only, the person is funny, that's why you only watch my friends one. Fair enough. I can't argue with that. That's like 100% accurate. Why I don't watch my videos at all. I can't do that. Are you cultivating two chats at once? One of them's a Twitch chat. One's my Twitch child, and one is the YouTube child. God, I haven't done a long stream in a while. September 4th was my 6-hour stream. Right, because I didn't get to do that one Friday stream, because my Wi-Fi went out until 9 a.m. the next day. Podcasts? There's a podcast section on the YouTube. Alright. How do I make a podcast? What should my podcast be about? It has to be something dumb and unrelated. It's just me making up an isekai storyline. If I ever did write and yeah, not happening. Should do a wrestling podcast, you would get into it. I mean, unironically, I could, because my brother and I talk about wrestling all the time. If he wants a model, I can find him a model, and then we could do a wrestling podcast. I get to introduce you to him, and then I have to give him a name. I don't know what his name would be. I've been thinking about that. I'm like, what do I want to name the different people? Like, if my family members ever appear for 2 seconds on a stream, what would I call them? Sign in Schlarians. Doggo is Doggo. That's true. Yeah. That's true, because they already have like an online thing built up. And so if they ever show up, they'll just be them, and they'll make their own avatar and whatnot. Because they do art. They actually drew this background. So if they ever show up, they'll have their own, like, Fugi and stuff. Name them Jesuit theorem, etc. The thing is, I'm the only math person. I want to name them related to what they are. It's not free. I paid. I commissioned them. I commissioned them and gave them a 25% tip. So don't even. Forgetting the class you had yesterday. Sure, buddy, and I'm not your husband. At least someone is. I'm glad the walls are getting good use then. That's what matters. That's what's important. And I don't even know. I'm trying to think. What would I name all of them? You an anime or movies? I thought you guys were on different walls of the house. Name them a technique from their major. And if they've never been to uni, well, they all have degrees, so, well, except Taga, but. And. I don't know. My sister doesn't. Just like having different rooms in a house. Okay, fair enough. There's different walls in the house. Yeah. Doggo doesn't have a... Doggo hasn't gone to college yet. Youngest sibling is still, like, in school. My brother has a degree, though. Okay, yeah, I can do that. I can... Because if I ask my brother what I want him to be called, he's just gonna say something ridiculous. I'm like, nope, I don't... Whatever he wants to say, I'm not gonna let him say. That's why I don't want to let him on a live stream, is because I think... I don't trust him with a hot mic. If Doggo decides not to go to college, you should ask them and give them a lifelong superiority or inferiority complex. No. I try to be as supportive as I can. Like, I would always help them with math homework and stuff. And just... I'm proud of them. I would feel comfortable with them on a hot mic. I would not feel comfortable with my brother on a hot mic. Trying to think. Should I name him? Should I name my brother? I'll run it by him, and then he'll say something, and I'll turn it. I'll say no. But he also currently is working a lot, so I don't even know if he would have time for it. But I can still ask, because I think he would like the idea of talking about wrestling on a podcast. Is my brother the type to form parasocial relationships and trust to online strangers? No. And, like, I mean, he hasn't even... The only game he's played in years is... I think, like, a year or more. The only game he's played, I think, is Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. I'll run it by him. Like, I could see if my parents want to make a 5-second appearance, because they don't understand what this is. Not to say they're like tech illiterate, because they're not. They're both tech literate. One is even tech savvy, but oh hey, Silverhand. Is that a cyberpunk reference? Within a cyberpunk reference? But I don't think they understand VTubing. That being said, it would be really funny to watch them be like, so that's you? That could be humorous. But I feel like that's a... The Bernie Sanders clip where he asks him if he knows what a VTuber is. Yeah, it's kind of. What's there to understand? It's the natural progression of our society's fall towards sin. Little bit. It's we're all heading towards, we're all going towards. Plummeting towards. Yeah, it would kind of be that Bernie Sanders clip. Unironically. But would be funny. Is the content worth it? These are the questions. I would also have to train them beforehand to not use my legal name. You watched a video of Bernie Sanders from '94 and he looks exactly the same. Does he have that Keanu Reeves thing going on? Speaking of cyberpunk, speaking of Silverhand even, the Keanu Reeves thing where he just like is ageless. Who's the other person? Love Archlich, Bernie Sanders. Yeah, throw that in my DM now. Have my DM have a Bernie Sanders voice, Archlich show up. That'd be awesome. It's the next step in evolution. We all just become catboys or dog girls and fight over whether the code and rust is.
I am once again asking for a blood tithe. I am once again asking for a donation of your blood, of your magic. I need a sacrifice in order to keep powering my campaign. Thank you, Sword Ghost. Thank you, the people. Thank you to the people of Baldur's Gate. We want to make sure that you can all roll to natural 20s. Currently, the people with sufficient proficiency bonuses to pass checks are only the billionaires. They are stacked with platinum, they are stacked with Ethereum, and it is unjust and unfair. So please, join this pledge drive to stop the billionaires of Baldur's Gate. Thank you.
I feel like I do an okay Bernie Sanders. Bernie's so real for that. You give him your firstborn. I'd give him all my kids. I don't want them. I don't need my kids. I don't want any.
I am once again asking for your mathematical support. I'm here to ask that you become a virtual YouTuber. You shall all become cat boys or dog girls.
Abortion is just a sacrifice to Bernie. The secret they don't want you to know. You need Bernie to be the father of the children you never had. They grew up to be so based. Absolutely. Can you imagine Bernie as your grandpa? That'd be great. Math doesn't check out on that family tree, but ignore it and pretend it does. Grandpa Sanders? Amazing. Hey. Grandpa! Grandpa! My cousin isn't letting me use the Xbox. My brother isn't letting me use the Xbox.
Listen, we can only grow up to enjoy video games and recreation if we learn to share our gaming consoles.
Grandpa Sanders says it's my turn on the Xbox. Grandpa Sanders, why is the sky blue?
Pollution regulations. No son of mine will be a successful millionaire landlord.
Oh god, yeah, that's true. If I can't imagine. I never want a kid. But if I ever were to have a kid and they're like, my job is as a landlord, I'd be like, no. 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 Back to the naming, yeah. So if I have a cat and the cat tries to become a landlord, I'll be like, no, Steven. You are not going to be a landlord, Steven. You know, out here naming their cats human names still. The stream has been running surprisingly well. This trick is called the 20th drive. There's no such thing as too late of a term. No, I haven't dropped any frames, which is nuts. I figured I would have dropped all of them. No, my Wi-Fi seems to just like go in and out day to day. Sometimes it's great, sometimes it's not great. Bad, one I'd even say. I have to stop myself now. I'm just getting the urge to just keep doing Bernie Sanders' voice. VTubers can do GDQ now. That's right. No, don't press pause! Don't press pause! Other than YouTube being a bazinga, it's been really good. I've never seen Big Bang Theory, but the little bits I have seen, like I've never watched an episode, but like the little bits I have seen, Sheldon Cooper is like what a stupid person thinks a smart person is. I don't get it. Like, he uses big words and that's it. He's like, I don't know. I would say a quote, but again, I've never seen it. It's just like, let me try and make up one. That I think he would say, and someone can fact check me on whether or not this sounds like him. It'd be something like, I would appreciate if you would not disturb my circadian cycle, instead of saying, like if someone wakes him up in the middle of the night while he's sleeping, kind of thing. Is that accurate? Apparently young Sheldon's good. Now, if only I watched any shows. Oh, actually, no. I don't know Show something. Like, what's it? What'd you miss? Pork! Oh my god! Haven't been mine forever. You missed. I watched an episode, I guess, of Daily Dose of Internet. If anything else happened, I have no idea. It literally has just been a just chatting stream. You missed Bernie Sanders. He was here momentarily. You've been really busy with college. Ooh, that's fine. Me of all people is never gonna fault someone for dipping for the sake of education. Like, if whoever got, like, you have an offline social life, that I can't accept. That is a huge no. But work or a education, those I can accept. Thanks, Widespot. I appreciate the update for some reason. Yeah, I know. Tell us about college. I want to hear about that. I don't care about the offline life, social life, but the college part. What classes are you taking? What are you up to? What are you doing? How many ketchup packets have you stolen from the cafeteria? Is it all of them? It should be all of them. I don't know what you use them for. I don't really eat ketchup. What would I put ketchup on? If I had to. Oh god, I just realized that ketchup is, like, has sugar in it, and I was thinking about how I need sugar. What the solution is to just start chugging tons of ketchup. Ugh, gross. Why that would be the solution, I don't know, but that's how my brain works. You steal ketchup packets from the cafeteria, wait for the expiration date to pass, then put them back in. And then you sue the cafeteria and make it out with $1 million. You have comp sci, stats, discrete math, information history, and art exhibition. One new comp sci. Why is only one of my class related to my majors? I mean, there actually is an upside to that. Or there's an upside to the. I used to not like the like mandatory classes that aren't a part of your major, but there is an upside to it. I had to take a psych class. I had to take a psych course. I found that really interesting, and I was actually able to find out information about my own OCD. I was able to self-diagnose. And then I was also able to take a like history of racism in the United States, and that was a really interesting class, and I honestly wish I had been able to take more courses like that, but that was literally my last term that I took that to fill out my last rec. But and to be fair, comp sci and stats, those kind of go hand in hand. You like gen eds, but having only one related class seems a little low. I mean, sometimes it is just like, sometimes it is just way the cards are dealt per term. I've had that where it's like, so like early on, I had a ton of gen ed, and then my final terms, I just had almost exclusively math courses, and then like maybe one gen ed. But I was fine with also staggering my gen ed, so I had a bit more variety. And so my more intensive courses, like my gen ed stuff was all, you know, like 100s, 200s to fill out quotas. And then my math stuff was all, you know, 300s, 400s. some 500s to... Some of them were just, like, math electives, and some of them were other requirements, but they were all, like, major focused. I had friends with a bunch of art majors. Some of them are doing all art classes or only one gen ed. Yeah, sometimes it is just the way the cookie crumbles. And some people, like, if you're able to transfer a bunch of credits, that saves a lot of time. I was able to transfer a lot of credits from high school, and from the time I was, like, because I was taking college classes while in high school, so a lot of gen ed requirements I was also able to knock out, which was really nice. So I had pretty minimal ones I had to take. So, voice crack. I get the annoyance, but alright, I mean, if you know what your other courses are gonna behave like going forward, it's not so bad. Because, like, I had almost the entirety of my 3 years planned out in advance with minor changes. So that was nice. And that meant that I intentionally got rid of a bunch of the gen eds early on. But some people would prefer to end on the gen eds, because then you get to, like, end on the easier stuff, and then you only have, like, for example, your like capstone course in your final term. Sometimes possible. I imagine not always possible or frequently possible to only have your capstone and then some, like, easy 100 level stuff, but I know. My friend was in all the same courses as me, and then I had one gen ed course that he didn't have, so that was kind of nice. So if you have other people in the same cohort that are also that can double up on the important stuff, then I feel like that takes the pressure off of that. Feel bad for your professors. In the class of 70 people, only like 2 ever respond to a question. One of them is me, and I'm wrong 80% of the time. The fact that you're wrong, though, is fine. The you being wrong thing shouldn't have any sway. It's fine to be wrong. It's fine to answer questions and get them wrong. But it's the fewer people answering is unfortunate. Your favorite college level course that you took in high school was a philosophy, because able to one guy the professor a lot. He was also a pretty good teacher. I know sometimes you just have those like weird gen ed courses that click, that are fun. I remember liking... I liked psych. I like that history course. There was like a social sciences course. Were there any other gen ed courses that I like really liked? Because I remember like a bunch of math courses that I really liked. I took a microeconomics course that was fun that I had forgotten about, and then I took macroeconomics and did not care. Math. Required. Math. Physics, meh. Interesting. Okay, yeah, I barely took any gen ed courses, so... Our professor's really cool. You're having trouble with what he did in class, so he stayed behind with me for like 45 minutes after class. I was able to sketch the classroom and sketch it. That's so cool! That's really nice of them. Small classes are awesome. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Small classes, I was so thankful that my analysis, my analysis course was analysis 1. The next semester was analysis 2. So tons of people from analysis 1 just went to analysis 2, and so that relationship was already there. And this is fun stuff about cohorts. So if you have small classes that are also a joint cohort class, that's perfect. That's the idea. That teacher was also your first time overstepping parasocial bounds since you talked about a lot of material after class that you were friends, and then he looked at you weird. I get that. Yeah, you gotta... It's weird. You gotta understand the distance. Like... It's weird. It's weird. I'm not sure where the line is either. Like, I obviously know where some hard lines are. I feel like there are unspoken hard lines in certain of those. But yeah, where it's like my favorite professor would take his grad students, well, not even take, he would go down to this local cafe. It was actually kind of cool because it was like in the basement of a church, or an old church that had been changed. The church had been changed into a restaurant, and then the basement of the church had been changed to a cafe. It was cool. But he would go like every Friday or every other Friday to this cafe and be like, first 5 people who show up get a coffee on me. So people would show up, his grad students would show up, I would show up, the other undergrads would show up. We would just ask him questions. We would just talk about math. He would throw out just weird, cool challenge problems to us. And that was all fine. And that didn't feel like overstepping. That felt like he was, and because of where the cafe was like basically down the street from the campus. So it wasn't like going a far away. How do you even discover cafes like that? Google Maps. I think it was just kind of like locally known. Because there was a sign on the outside that said it was there, because the basement was accessible through a side door. It was just like underneath the restaurant, but you could go directly into the cafe. It was cool. And then... That reminds me, I have to check that. But yeah, that was like how he would host sort of his study sessions. And those sorts of things are pretty common for, like college professors, especially anyone who deals with grad students. You want to be accessible, but you want to be able to just have conversations, because conversations you're going to be having with your grad students won't just be like answering questions. You guys are, if you're the support of them, if you're supporting them, then they're generally invested in your research and you're invested in their research. And so you do want a place where you can kind of pick each other's brains. You want a place where you can just have a conversation and it can kind of go anywhere. So that can be at their office. Like where we would go is after we were done on like Wednesdays, every Wednesday, my friend and I and a few other students generally would just go hang out in this little like living room sort of area. Like not living room, like common room that was outside of his office, because it was connected. There was like a common room connected to a bunch of offices out of a chalkboard, and so we would ask him questions, and we would all just hang out in this little common room and do work together. Man, I miss that. I'm getting really nostalgic now for 2 years ago. But those interactions are the college interactions that stick with me. Those moments from my cohort. Funny enough, the offline social stuff, yes, is what sticks with me from my college experience. I have finished my tea. Oh no, there's a time drop left. Shame you'll never have an experience like that again, and the best days of my life are behind me. I can have other enjoyable experiences. That's the thing. It's that experience. This is something I notice people do a lot. People feel very nostalgic for their past experiences. That memory still exists. I can think back on that and be happy. I don't need to replicate it. I don't need to do it again. Like, I never have to watch a movie a second time. I never, in theory, have to play a game a second time. I say that, but I'm on New Game Plus 48 of Bloodborne on one character, and oh... But it's like the experiences are there, and those were fun. Don't question, but what actually is research? I hear people talk about it and think I'm supposed to do it, but at some point right now in college feels like normal school. So it depends on what you're doing. are you an undergrad? Because if you're an undergrad, you're probably not gonna really touch research. And the place you're gonna ask that, if you do want to touch research, because you can do like independent studies, and you can do stuff that's supported by faculty and whatnot, you're gonna go ahead and ask one of your faculty. Generally, you get like a faculty advisor, who's someone you meet with. You meet with like your advisor, and then you say like, okay, this faculty, I have an interest in this kind of field, so they're going to be my faculty advisor. You go and you talk to them for like half an hour or so. Generally, that's like a requirement. Or, you meet with them for half an hour, they tell you what they're working on, and if it interests you, you can be like, hey, can I see some of your work? Or you look up their papers. Like, you get an understanding of what they're working on or what they've done in the past. And then from there, they generally have something that they are working on. Most faculty do have a current sort of research. Then they will give you resources. They will point you in a direction. And from there, it's kind of like writing a research paper. Except now, instead of just writing a paper, the writing the paper portion is relevant in the sense that you're gathering information. But then it generally comes down to some sort of testing. You're testing on something. You're utilizing that information in a different way. And so in real-world research, that's reading lots of research papers and putting your hypotheses to the test. I wanted to see how certain cancer types would react to certain types of equations. Can we find overlaps? We try X thing. We try, process A. Process A didn't find overlaps. We tried process B. Process B didn't find overlaps. Or we tried process A plus B. Didn't find overlaps. Okay, what about A plus or minus 1 plus B? Oh, we did find something. Is that thing valid? So let's retest that with a different cohort. Okay, we used a different cohort and we did find something still, so it's still valid. So we want to keep working from there. That kind of thing is what it is. It's kind of, it's funny to say it, but it's kind of exactly the research stuff that you, that you learned in grade school. And it's the research you do when you write a research or like a history paper. You're supposed to write a paper for a high school project. It's that, except now instead of just writing a paper, you're doing extra steps in between that. Jay is just roasting me and dragging me through the depths of despair. Don't a serious conversation. It's fine. It's what happens when people say the truth. Anyways, got undergrads asked to assist in research, like in just dumb manpower to clean up stuff. Generally not that. I mean, yes, that you could, but if you want to assist in research, they won't ask for help in just manpower. Because the people who are doing the research are also going to be people who are doing the manpower stuff. Grad students are going to be setting up the computers and mopping up afterwards. But you can just go ahead and talk to the faculty. The program's called RU specifically for undergrad research. Yes. What does that stand for again? Because I had a whole thing. Yeah, it's basically a place for you to get your feet wet. Research experience for undergrad. You're a genius, Jay. No, I'm just stupid. Exactly, it's a place for you to get your feet wet, so that your question can be answered by someone who's not an anime catboy. Although that often is the best source of information, I find. But yeah. You're not gonna be asked for the manpower stuff. You're gonna be asked to participate. You might participate less, almost definitely you'll participate less so than the other grad students, and your manpower, quote unquote, might be something like doing, keeping logs, or, you'd say, like, yeah, say I'm like doing a physics experiment with grad students. They'll probably be doing a lot of the computational or like heavy lifting or a lot of the more in-depth analysis, but maybe they just need something as a assistant lab tech. And you're still gaining that information. So in terms of that, as dumb manpower, yes, totally. Will that always be necessary? No. Will that always be accepted? No. But generally, if you form those good relationships with faculty, they're willing to find stuff for you. So that's why it's really important to do stuff like go to coffee with, you know, when my professor was hosting those coffee nights, every Thursday also, he would host study nights. Just down the hall from his office in this one classroom that we used, and we would just, again, talk. So I was meeting with him like 3 times a week, on top of the 2 different classes I was meeting him for, because I was meeting him in class for an analysis class, and on top of that, I was meeting with him for an experimental graduate class, because the semester before, he had invited me to his experimental graduate level course personally. He'd been like, I want you to join. I think you would really benefit from this. I'm trying to start this course. I'm trying to start out this new thing, and I want you to be a part of it. And so that was because I was that whole semester, previous semester, I was again going to those study nights and working with him when I could. That's the important thing. That's actually probably the best experience you get out of college, personally. The piece of paper is really important, and the information you get is really important, and the step into the research world is really important. I believe all those things are, one might even say, omni-important. But the first off, literal connections, if you go to college somewhere that's connected to where you want to get a career, that's important. That can be really good, because if someone who works at, say, a research institution, that's near a college, there's a good chance that they guest lecture at the college or something. Those often have connections. And then or you can just gain the raw experience of forming connections with people you want to get to know. Because if I form this connection with a professor, then this will give me the confidence to then email a researcher at a research institution, and say, hey, I was reading your papers, I'm really interested in your work, would you mind if I be like an intern? Or do you have any internship positions? Or could I just talk to you for 20 minutes? Because I just talked to a guy for 20 minutes. Like my late mentor, I talked to him for half an hour on a Zoom meeting, and boom, it turns into me having a 2-year internship that gets me a research paper published. So, trust me, the social interaction is actually really important. It's really funny to say again from a parasocial perspective, but yes. The direct social interaction is incredibly important for anything, and probably one of the best experiences you get out of any sort of college interaction. So make sure that you're talking with people in your cohort, and you're talking with your professors every chance you get. It doesn't just be to have a question, it can just be to pick their brain about something, it can be to hang out with your cohort mates, it can be to do homework together. Even if you feel confident about the homework, maybe they don't feel so confident about the homework, so you can get the good feeling of helping your friend, you can get the good feeling of getting new friends, and you can help each other in the future, and then all collectively go to your professor, so then you don't feel like the pressure is all on you to talk to this professor. You guys are all then coming to your professor together, and they may ask questions to your professor that you may not have ever expected or thought of to ask. So then you guys are all benefiting because you had the good intention of reaching out to help one person. Academics, like the rest of society, is about who you know with the benefit that PS people don't teach you things for several hours a week. Exactly. The who you know. It's important. Ah, my wrestling show started 5 minutes ago. Oops. I'm thinking about going to go downstairs and make a burger. Talking to a professor is hard. What if they dislike you? What if they think you're stupid and ugly? Don't worry, Baron. Everyone already sucks. Reaction to glistening men's stream. I think that's tough because copyright. So I don't think I can get away with that. I would, but yeah. I'll think about the podcast thing. Decide that was good advice. Thank you. Yeah, of course. It's really funny. I think I'm not knowledgeable, and then I can get on a roll, and then I was like, oh wait, I actually do have things to say about topics. This guy might know a thing or two. No, but really, I know nothing. I fooled you all. Speaking of, I need to... I don't know how that's speaking of. It's not speaking of at all. I need to go and cancel a subscription I have. And currently, I have Google Drive storage that I don't need. That I did need previously. The chat is opening your full potential like living steroids. Exactly. When I want to go, I can go. I'm gonna play on. Change this. Do it in here. Look out. Oh, here we go. Membership. Manage. I call streamer dumb and stupid, but he tells them. But he shuts them all up with one trick to end the stream. I'm a genius. Yes, cancel. Alright. No longer spending 20 bucks a month on that. That's good. You know, get this amazing life advice from other sources. Anime cowboys truly are the way to figure out what to do with your life. Exactly. That's the thing. It's I don't know. It's a weird benefit I found from streamers is that you get a lot of different perspectives and a lot of different perspectives. A lot of different ideas. Do you have to agree with all of them? No. But it can be other and just like I had said earlier about like going with people who ask questions you may not think of, someone else may ask a question that you never thought of. Someone else may say something that you never would have thought of. That's why I appreciate you guys. That's why I appreciate the parasocial relationship we have. Because you guys get to ask questions that I would have never thought of. And it makes me think. And thinking is good, I've heard. I don't know. I try not to do it too much. Like I said earlier, otherwise brain breaks easy, too much dabblage. It's like my favorite song. This song's so good. Sucks. This is from SMT4 Apocalypse, and SMT4 Apocalypse I can no longer get because I bought the original SMT4 right before the Nintendo shop closed down, and so I have it on my 3DS. Actually, right under there. I need to charge it. I want to play that. I never beat SMT4, I still only do that. I still need Vengeance, because I beat SMT5. I need to beat the 5 remake. Anyways. Main counseling engines were anime cowboys and girls on Burb. I have to give your business financial advice on evasion of taxes. I actually have a video on that. I have a short on that, on how to evade taxes. Don't worry. So hire me at your agency, and that can be your advertisement video. It's just a YouTube short of me telling you how to evade taxes. Step 1, don't pay. Step 2, that's it. Pretty sure that's verbatim what I said in that. Okay. You love paying taxes? Oh yeah, me too. And nowhere else. No, I pay my taxes. I pay my taxes. In fact, from my tax returns, my most recent tax returns this year, I got back $14. Literally, I got back $14 for my tax returns. It was like $14.62, I think. It was great. It was great. I feel very financially fulfilled. Don't forget to tip the IRS guys. Well, there goes my $14.62. It all went to the IRS tip. And it says that you get money back on your tax returns back because you basically gave the government a loan with no interest. It's true. And so the reason for that is that my job doesn't take out... My job doesn't take out... Like, they take out enough, but they take out just more than enough. So, I was never overpaying. So I was getting more per paycheck than if they were taking out additional amounts to the IRS, but they were taking out, like, literally just enough. Probably because I work, maybe because it has to do with working for a state institution. And so, because I work for a state institution, that means that they're more in line with that stuff. What's the song, by the way? Shin Megami Tensei 4 Apocalypse World Map. SMT4 Apocalypse World Map. Convenience fees. I would only pay a convenience fee if they were doing my taxes for me, which they're not. So, no convenience fee. My bed feels like it's already filled, or like uncompressed, decompressed. But apparently I can't sleep on it for 3 days. Ridiculous. Okay. I'm hungry, and wrestling is on. So, I'm gonna go downstairs. I'm going to make myself a burger. After I eat said burger, I'm going to come back up to my computer and open up wrestling. And then I'm gonna watch sweaty men beat the heck out of each other. And I guess I could watch wrestling too. Anyways, thank you all for watching. I've been Poisson, going to read to math for gamer and such a joyer. I hope you all had a wonderful time, and I will see you all next time. I'm having a stream tomorrow, and it's gonna be either straight or just another just chatting stream. I haven't decided. Maybe a math focused stream. I have it listed as just math thing, but I don't know names. Anyways, thank you for watching. Hope you all have a wonderful rest of your night, and bye bye.